10 signs that you should be together. We're pro love on this side of the internet. I love to keep it real with you guys, and I'll link some of my relationship videos down below. There are some clear signs that you guys should be together. Now, if these signs are not here, maybe you want to think twice, okay? So drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and let's get into the video. Okay, so what's the first sign that you guys are meant to be together, that you should be together in a relationship and create a healthy relationship? Also, I wanted to make this video because I feel like so many of us in today's world can feel a little bit jaded when it comes to love, especially with social media. I think that we might confuse these apps for a lot of options, endless options. All you have to do is swipe to get to a new person. I know it can mess with our mental health, and I think one of the harmful things is that people don't really put in the work necessary to create healthy relationships a lot of times, because they have this illusion that, well, if it's not going the exact way that I want, then I'm just gonna move on to somebody else. Instead of realizing that relationships take work and effort, and that we should give it our best. Like, if you're really feeling a connection to somebody, which is gonna take time, right? So it's cool. I think I'm part of the last group of people that got to experience a childhood without the internet. As we were growing up, like, the internet came about. So we have the best of both worlds, right? And so I wanted to speak on this. What are some signs that you should be together with someone? And move from a situationship into a full-blown relationship, a commitment. I think that a lot of people are afraid of love, and we might have intimacy issues. And that's the type of things that I love to talk about here on this channel. I just keep it raw and real with you guys because it's one love. But as you learn things about life, it's beautiful to share with others. So, okay, here are 10 signs that you should be with somebody. The first sign is that you guys are best friends. There's your reason you guys are close. Like, I know some people might try to say, oh, it's just friends, but if you have a genuine connection with somebody and you're friends with them, that means you most likely like similar things, you get along with them well, you guys are able to talk, be yourself, have fun, giggle, laugh, and so this is a sign that maybe you guys should move into a relationship, go from friendship to relationship. What's the second sign? Second sign is you respect this person. You respect one another. What he's doing with his life, how he treats other people, how he treats you, how he treats himself. You respect it, you admire it, you appreciate it. It stands out to you in a beautiful way. And you treat one another with respect. This is huge. So this is a sign that you should be together if there's mutual respect. The next sign is that they're loyal to you. They're loyal in front of your face, and they're loyal behind your back. It's a choice to be loyal or to not be loyal, but it means that they value you. Loyalty is how we create healthy relationships. You have to be committed, devoted. I know those can feel like scary words, but it's a sign of maturity in a relationship. So if they're loyal to you, this is a sign that you guys should be together. Oh my gosh. Okay, so one of the most beautiful signs, a sign that you guys should be together, is that they're patient with you and that you're patient with them. And this is very important in relationships. And this is how people don't just like give up and run away. You have to practice patience with each other. So if they're patient with you, if they're a guy who's like, it's okay, you'll get there, it just takes time, don't be so hard on yourself, or I understand where you're coming from, you know, like, they don't lash out on you, they don't yell at you, scream at you, try to force you, but they are there with you and they are like a friend to you. So when they're being patient with you, and if you're being patient with them, compassion and having grace, taking the higher road, not letting your ego drive the relationship. It's tapping you into your heart and your heart space. And this is how you like practice real love. It's like, love is patient, love is kind. Isn't that like the first line? Because it's so true. And we as humans can sometimes struggle with this, but a beautiful sign you guys should be together is if you're patient with each other. Okay, so what's the next sign? The next sign is that 10 signs you guys should be together. You guys are silly together. You play together. You have a fun time together. You tap each other into your inner child. So if you can just be yourself with them, your weirdest self, your geekiest self, if you can geek out in front of them, laugh loud, tell silly jokes, be a goofball, like say what's really on your mind, even if it's you wouldn't tell anybody else, but it's like if you can be yourself with them, then this is a sign that you guys could create something really beautiful together, because it's like the best feeling in the world when you're just able to be yourself and be silly, because you want to be able to have fun in your relationship, because this is the person that you're choosing to do life with, and life can be hard and things can get tough or serious. So to have somebody by your side where you guys are just like smiling and it's a fun energy and you can just be silly, then this is a beautiful sign that that you should be together. What's the next sign that you guys should be together? You have a similar vision for your future. And this is important, don't skip this, because someone could be loyal to you, you could have a good time with them, be yourself, feel silly around them, respect them, and all that good stuff. They're real cute. Did we mention that as a sign? But an important sign, like something you should consider, and a sign you should be together, is that you have a similar vision for the future. You're on a similar trajectory, and that means your morals align or your values align. Where you want to go in life, they agree. They want to go there too. You want to move to New York City, they want to move there too. Or you want to go off grid, they're down to do that too, but them as an individual and then you as an individual, do you align freely? Does your visions, are you on a similar path? And if you are, this is not by accident. Like, the universe is alive and well. So if you cross paths with someone and you're getting to know them and you realize like, oh, they said that they want to open up a pet store and take in puppies that need a home and find a new owner, like they want to open a pet shop. That's been their dream. And it just so happens that you're a veterinarian, something like that, where it's like, how did I meet this person? Like, how did our paths cross? Like, that's so random that we met and we have a similar vision for our life. When you have a similar vision for your future together, then this is a sign you should be together. What's a sign that you guys should be together? That you trust this person. And this is why we never want to rush into relationships, because it takes time to build trust. And I want you to be able to open your heart to trusting people, because all of us have been hurt in the past. All of us have been let down. All of us might have a bit of a jaded view towards relationships or just in the world, because it can get crazy and chaotic. But every person that you meet, that you start a new relationship with, should have a clean slate. Try your best to give someone a clean slate. Don't bring your previous issues and problems into a fresh new relationship. And if you're able to trust somebody, then this is a sign that you can be together. It's a beautiful sign, because trust is the foundation to a healthy relationship. And without trust, then the relationship has cracks in it, and then you have to work to mend it, rebuild the trust, which is possible. But you trust not just how they treat, not that they'll just treat you well in the relationship, but you trust them as a person. You trust their judgment. You're right. There's someone that you can follow, that you can share your life. Your lives can merge together. You trust. Okay. You trust they won't break your heart, but you'll trust them, like with your car to drive down the street, like something simple as that. But trust it fits into every part of a relationship. And so without the trust, if you can't trust somebody, then you shouldn't be with them. But if you can, this is a sign you should be together, because it's very special. We don't just trust every single person, right? Trust is earned over time and it's maintained. So if you can trust them, this is a good sign. Signs you should be together, they're spiritual. And I always tell you guys this because it's so important for your own spiritual health, because who you merge with is going to have a real effect with you. So signs you should be together, they do what's best for your soul. Like, they are looking out for you on a soul level, on a spiritual level. So they help to keep you in alignment and keep your life together so it doesn't fall apart, which is our job. But who we choose to be in a relationship with affects us on a spiritual level. It affects us on every level. So when someone's doing things from their heart, from their soul, and not just from their ego, it means that they are tapped into their higher nature, like with God, you know, and they are looking out for you in that way. So they keep you on the right path. They put you back onto the right path. They remind you who you really are. And this creates a beautiful relationship. So signs you should be together. You're dealing with a spiritual person. I think we have two more. The next sign that you should be together is you have made space in your life for this other person. Okay, so this is something that we might forget to consider, but a sign you should be together is that you're ready to be with somebody. And this means that you've done some work on yourself. Like, unless it's your first relationship, then maybe you feel ready. But it's about courage, because a lot of times we have to release our past and be brave, like to be able to open our heart again to somebody else and make space in our life, because your time, your energy, which is your most valuable resource on the planet, and you're now sharing it with someone else. You're giving your time, you're giving your attention, and you're making space in your life. So if you feel ready, and you want to be honest about this, because one of the worst things we can do is like start a relationship with somebody, get together with somebody, but then we don't make any time for them, or we just don't feel ready to be in a relationship, like give of ourselves. So a relationship is going to take your time and your effort, and so just make sure that you're open to that. And sometimes it's going to feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to encourage you to just like try to do it anyways. And we might feel, especially in today's world, like we don't need close connections, we have other priorities. It's beautiful when you enter a relationship. A sign you should be together is that you're willing, you're open to creating this connection and a relationship with this other person. So it's going to take your time, it's going to take some of your focus, and it's going to take it away from other things. Maybe you're always at the gym, but then when you get in a relationship, okay, now you're making time for your partner, sharing your life with someone else. Are you ready to do it? Because if you are, this is a sign that you should be together. And sometimes it takes a certain type of person to come into your life where it changes your perspective. Maybe you weren't willing to before, but then it wasn't the right person. But a sign you should be together is that something in your heart is opening, and now you're creating space, right? You're making space. And this is a sign you should be together. When you start making space for someone else. What's the last sign? The last sign that you should be with somebody is that your heart chooses them. Your heart. You don't feel obligated to be with them. You don't feel like it just makes sense on paper, but your heart's not truly invested in it. It's not like a mind thing, right? Like, oh, it makes sense to be with them, or it's logical to be with them, but it's a decision from your heart. So if your heart is speaking to you, not your trauma, not your wounds, and not even your mind, but your heart, your soul, it's nudging you, it's pulling at you that, oh my God, this might be our person. This is the person. And it's deeper than I like what I see, right? Because that's your mind, but your heart, it's different, it's deeper, and there's a soul resonance there. And if that's the case, if you feel this deep connection to them because they bring out the best in you, because they make you better, and because you feel good with them, like you feel happy with them, then it's your heart, you know, like they're lighting you up from the inside, and this is a sign that you guys should be together, which is so cute and beautiful. So I hope this video helped you in some way. 10 signs that you should be with them, and cut your ex out of your life, release your ex, move forward. It's possible. I hope this video gave you some hope and some inspo. Drop me a comment with your thoughts. I'm sending you so much love, power, healing on your journey. If you need help increasing your self-love, if you want to attract a healthy relationship to your life, if you want to work on your own healing personally with me one-on-one, I'll link it down below. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.